If we refer to our analysis, we mentioned from what we have here, the way the price is correcting, we can expect to look for the sell. Okay, now the only thing is we want to see how complex this correction can be. Whether we can put this one in relative to this as the internal running flat. That means we can expect one move to break the top before we get the down move, or this is the only correction in relative to this, and this is the start of the down move. Okay, and one thing, if we put this one in relative to this, we see whether we have a divergence or not. We don't have it. And as well here we see we have a divergence, because from what we have here and exactly here. Okay, that means MACD show us the divergence as the price broke the previous top, but the another one doesn't show us. Okay, now we have two different results. I mean, two different data. Okay, the thing is, I don't think we can rely on this. But when I move to the structure, the way this one is formed, we can put in relative to each other. That's mostly we can expect for one move up before we get the next down move. Okay, but also we should know about May, this is the only one, and this is the start of the down move. Okay, that means overall we're looking for sell. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it and how we have been looking for the entire structure from the daily to 1 hour chart. For those traders, this is the first time they're watching. Okay, and even for the traders that have been following me, because I see some changes I need to explain. Okay, first of all, if we move to daily chart, we have been looking for this entire structure as a correction in relative to this. And we mentioned if we get any down move, it can give us better reversal. That's why we're expecting the price, this one can continue. It's because right now we have a correction here. We mentioned if the price can break and drop to this low, any reversal can give us really good trade. As I mentioned, we're expecting the price, if we get a down move, we expect the price to drop to 0.34. Okay. Now, we want to see how we can trade it. Okay, whatever we're expecting is the best. Best possibility if the price can at least drop to 0.34, any reversal can give us better trade setup, but it doesn't mean it have to. May the price drop to 0.36 or even 0.39 before we get the reversal. Later we explain. But if we get any sell, then from there we can manage if the price, the continuation, whether the price can continue or not. Okay. By the way, we move to 4-hour chart. We see how we can trade based on lower time frame or what we have based on lower time frame. Okay. Now we are based on lower time frame based on 4-hour chart. All right. If we refer to our analysis, this is what we have been looking for. We mentioned we have this one move when the price was within this correction somewhere around here. We have been looking for this in relative to this correction. We mentioned this is the one that is going to at least retest this low. But as we can see, then we get the correction. And then later, because when the price was here, we mentioned we can put this one in relative to each other. Okay, sorry, this one in relative to each other, and then turn to a last wave. Okay, but later we can see this one become more corrective. Still we're looking for the down move, but the question is how we can look at this, because can we put this one in relative to this or not? Okay, now if we refer to our analysis, we again, when the price was within this move, we have been looking for this. This is what we get, and we get the reversal. Now the thing is, can we look for this plot including 1, 2, 3? This is what we explain our analysis. Okay, that means this is what we're going to get the next down move, or we can put this one in relative to each other. All right, now the thing is, how we can look at the chart. This is what I want to explain, because in our analysis, when the price was within this move, we mentioned we want to put this one in relative to this as the running 1, 2, 3 for the next down move. Then later this one become more complex. Okay, that's why when we have been looking for this, including 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we could put this one in relative to this. That means we have internally as a correction 1. This is a correction in relative to this 2. One move up, we came to this in relative to this for one move down. Okay, but no, From what we have seen here, this one become more complex. I'm thinking we can look at a different way we can look at this chart. Okay, the different way is this. This one, if it's the last move in relative to this, because in terms of the length and time is more complex, we can look at, this way we can look at it. This is the first, and this is the correction, and this is the last. Okay, that means the first move will be 1, 2, 3. And this is the correction as I explained. And right now, how we can look at this correction? We can look at this correction in this way. Because internally, we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have this 2. And this is the last one. That means this one fully is the correction. And this is the first move, which is including 1, 2, 3. And this is the last what we are looking for. Now we're looking at this correction, this structure similar to what I explained. That's why from now, we can put our line this way. This is the one. And this is the another one. Sorry. That's me. We will have 1, 2, 3 as an internal correction in relative to this. And this is a full correction. Sorry, if I just in relative to the first move. And this is what we're looking for. And right now we want to see whether we can get any sell setup from here or not. And if we get any sell setup, the first breakout we're looking for is below this. We want the price to break 0.42, following by 0.39, and what we expected is 0.34. Okay, but whether we can get that down move or not, because XRP the way is moving, the chart become really complex. Structurally, why we have every time I'm putting at the 3 level structurally, technically, if we get a down move, this is what we have been looking for, 0.34. But when the price drop, we need to look for the breakout of 0.42 following by 0.39. Okay, because any of this level price easily can reverse and the structure become more complex. From what we have right now, if there is a breakout, the best things I'm looking for is 0.36. Okay, but any of these two levels, 0.42 or 0.39, we are going to watch out. It depends how sharp this one can be, whether we can get any move similar to what we have here or we can get the corrective. If it's a sharp move, easily the price can break this low, 0.36, following by 0.34. But if the price start to drop as a corrective, I think with 0.42 or 0.39, we need to start to manage it. Okay, right now this is the things we're looking, each low, previous low. Okay, and from there we can, if the price drop, we can make a decision. But what we're looking, what we're more interested, these two. Okay, breakout of this following by this 0.36, 0.34. Okay, now if I move to 1 hour chart, this is how we're looking at overall structure. And now we want to see how we can trade based on 1 hour chart. As I mentioned, based on 1 hour chart, whether this is the running flat internally and we can accept one move up before we get the down move, or this is the only structure and this is the start of the down move. That means any sell we get, we take it. But the best thing is if we get one move. And as we can see here, we have this move, and now the price is correcting. Okay, and if we zoom in, if you want to look for buy, it depends on traders how they can trade it, whether with the breakout of the top or if they get a sharp move like. But if any buy, we take it with the breakout of this top, we start to manage. The breakout of this top is 0.48. Then from there, any reversal we can look. And if the price drop from here, whether we can look for the sharp move again, flag with the breakout of this line, or having entry below this, which is almost, if I move this one, 0.458 exact. Okay, by the way, if you're going to have entry, what we want to price drop sharply, break and continue. If within 1 or 2 hours is not moving, we don't stay with the trade. And the best opportunity is if we get one move up. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking as a running flat, and we're looking for one move. Any down move from there, I will take it. And also we need to know, may this one even become more complex before we get the next down move. And if we get any sell, we want a sharp move. We don't want a corrective move. Okay. By the way, as we know, XRP, due to some cases it have it, the structure become really complex, and even this one can be, I mean, the possibility to become more complex is there. That's why if we get any share long term, we're looking for buy. Okay. But the best things is if the price can, I mean, if the structure can be complete, and if we get a down move to 0.34, then from there, if we get any reversal, by the way, whether we get a buy or sell, if we trading, we see, as I explained, I mean, based on a strategy we use, if it is not moving, we don't stay with the trade. Because if the price drop, it can even drop really sharp. Even the price can break 0.34 and reverse. I mean, sorry, drop some more. Even in my last analysis, I haven't explained it. Okay. By the way, in the long term, we're looking for buy, but the short term, maybe we expect the price to give us one more drop to finish this move. Then from there, any buy we take it. And from the what we have here, mostly we can get one more drop before we get the next move. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. And right now, the only thing is this is what we're looking for. We are more interested in the down move with the breakout of 0. The first thing is we want to see whether the price can break 0.42 or not. Then from there, we can have an update. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.